Hey, I'm Billy. Welcome to the channel. So you saw that little intro there. This is going to be a benchmark test of the new, for 2022, Henson AL13. This is the mild version. So this is an aluminum razor. It's very lightweight. I'll put a couple specs up on the side here. I've got a fresh Astra Superior Platinum blade loaded in, and I'm going to try this out. I think I'm going to change my benchmark standard, and I'm going to use Proraso sensitive from now on. I think. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. And I got a new Yachi bowl. It's got a little bit of texture in the bottom, so I'm going to put in, I don't know, about that much. And let's see how this goes. So I've got my synthetic brush, and I'm just going to start lathering. Okay. I'm going to put in 3 mils of water. Found my dropper, by the way. Put in 3 more mils. Approximately, that might have been 2. Anyway. That's what happens here. We just keep rolling. And I'm going to do that one more time while not dropping my brush. 3 more mils. I think that might be enough. By the way, that is warm filtered water. Okay, I think that might be enough water. Let me just keep lathering up a bit here. That looks good to me. It's shining a little bit. It's staying on the brush nicely. It's not too foamy, which I don't like. I like it to have a little bit of, thickness to it. I'm all about the thickness, apparently. Okay, so I'm going to pour the rest of my water into here. This becomes my rinse bowl. Sorry if that cup hitting the counter was loud. And I'll pour a little bit of hot water in there. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna wet my face from there. So I haven't had a shower. Well, I had a shower this morning. But all I've done before this shave is wash my face well and do a hot towel for a couple minutes. All right, that feels all right. So this is the new, for 2022, I guess you could call it version 2 Henson razor, right? I didn't jump on the bandwagon earlier to buy the original Henson. Not quite sure why. I didn't, well, maybe. I didn't, it seemed like there was a lot of hype. And I didn't quite like some of the sharp corners that were on it, but they've made the corners more gentle. And don't. The head shapes changed a little bit. It looks like they made the lather channels a bit bigger. So I'm not going to be able to compare this to the original Henson because I never had it. So, yeah, that lather's reasonable. I could probably have done a better job, but I didn't want to take several minutes to do that. Okay. Yeah, it could have been a bit thicker. Maybe I could have used less water or kept lathering. Anyway, so I'm going to be comparing this to the razor that I know the best, which is the Merkur 34C, right? So this thing is very light. Like I said earlier, I'll put the weight up. And anyway, let's give it a try. Yeah, let us, you know what? Let me remember to do that for once. Yeah, so let us begin. Yeah, it's really light. I gotta figure out how I want to do this. But it's very smooth and easy, and the angle on there, I mean, it makes it really easy to set the angle. I always forget I don't always forget, but I often forget to set the tracking on the gimbal. Okay, so let's try this. I'm gonna do this way. So I have not shaved with this yet. I mean, I have not shaved with this before. I just received it today. All I've done is record that little intro and then wash this off well. So it seems very easy to use. So yeah, it definitely is very mild, which I like. I mean, there's a tiny bit of blade feel, which I like, but it is very mild. And let's see what the results are like on my face, how it feels. Okay, it's reasonable. That's about what I would expect. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Maybe I should say it feels pretty good, actually. So I'm actually going to try, because this thing is pretty mild, I'm actually going to try and see if I can go against the grain of my neck, which is this way. That's often inadvisable, but I want to see just how mild this thing really is. Yeah. I could have lathered that a little better. But good enough. So that's the Proraso sensitive, right? I really do like that light citrusy scent that it has. Okay, so I'm gonna try going against the grain on my neck on the side. See how it feels. Okay, so I can feel the blade a little bit. I hear it cutting. I feel it cutting. Okay, I'm impressed with that. So the only other razor I've ever found that has allowed me to do that is my 1969 Gillette Super Adjustable on setting 1. Oh yeah, that was actually pretty comfortable. So now, by the end of this shave, we should know, right? Because it felt comfortable enough. That's the smoothest that's been in a while. But by the end of this shave, we should know that we'll see if some irritation pops up. It looks a little pink, but that's not bad. All right, so I think a slightly sharper blade would help, or a slightly slicker cream. I thought about using the Arco Sensitive for this, but I decided to go with the Proraso because way more people are familiar with it, I think, than the Arco. Yeah. Very smooth. You got to remember, well, if you're new to the channel, you won't know this, but I have slightly sensitive skin. Not to shaving creams, generally speaking. I don't have to, I mean, I pay some attention to ingredients, but I don't have to pay a lot of attention to it. So they're not that sensitivity, not chemical sensitivity. I'm thinking of this as more as mechanical sensitivity to blades and razor configuration and stuff like that. That's very nice. Very, very nice. So Henson's claims about these razors are all centered around the fact that they manufacture these in an aerospace facility to aerospace standards, super high tolerances. And when you look at the close-ups of the head with the blade installed, it looks like there's a little bit of positive blade exposure sticking out of there. Like I can sort of feel it there, just going down like that. But it's super comfortable, and finding the angle is easy because the angle is right there on the head. All right, you can feel it. It's right there. It's anyway. Let me check. Should I try for a BBS? Let's try it. I don't usually go past two. I don't usually go past 2 passes, but let's try. And I don't care that this lather is really thin now. Guess what I want? Anyway, it's Friday evening. I'm glad the week is over. I'll be doing some work this weekend though, probably, because I have my big project I've been complaining about for the past couple of weeks. It's pretty much due this week. And I'm still a bit behind, so I think I'll be doing a little bit of work this weekend. I'm saying a little bit, I'm being kind to myself. And I don't want to talk about that anymore because I'm not at work. At least not today, not anymore. So let's try one more. This is usually where I get myself into trouble. But the fact that this was really smooth suggests to me that I won't have any issues. I just gotta say it, this is by far the smoothest razor I've used. Excuse me, I haven't had dinner yet. My stomach does that to me in so many videos. I feel it starting to happen. I'm like, oh my God, no, not again. Okay, I gave myself a little weeper there earlier. And the one there. And I can't blame the razor for that. I'm getting overconfident with this thing and just sort of flinging it around my face. All right, that's it. That's as close to BBS as I'm going to get. Okay, let me try a little bit more here. The fact that I can do that means that this razor is very mild and very smooth, and I'm not even having to be that careful about it. Now, I have given myself weepers here. So like I said, if I probably should have just stopped at past 2. That felt a bit more aggressive. It's weird to use that word, aggressive, with this razor, but that felt a bit more aggressive than the super adjustable on setting 1. Most people, when they shave with this, when I see them on YouTube, they say on setting 1, they can't feel anything because, yeah, it is super mild on setting 1. This, I'd say, is somewhere above setting 1, but on that razor, but a little less than setting 2. I think. Usually when I shave with this old Gillette, I'm using a much better like shave soap as well. I mean, Proraso's good, right? But I'm talking like, Talbot Shaving, Tallow and Steel, Barrister and Men. Yeah, I mean, there's the names, and there's a bunch I haven't tried yet. I mean, those are just the ones I know and can name off the top of my head. But yeah, overall, I'd say this shave was very satisfying. I'm going to do a proper rinse now. Definitely more mild than the Merkur 34C in terms of feel, like less blade feel than the 34C for sure, but some. More blade feel than the Merkur 15C, which is a very mild open comb, but less than the 34C, I'd say. All right, alum time. Now I'm expecting, yeah, I shouldn't have done that third pass. So, is it the mildest razor I own? Among the non-adjustables, yes. Would I use it every day as somebody that has slightly sensitive skin? Yeah, I would. Okay, so more than my usual low-grade tingling, but I think if I had stopped after the second pass, that probably wouldn't have happened. If I'd done a little better job lathering that Proraso, maybe it wouldn't have happened. If I'd used a pre-shave, which is probably advisable with any Proraso, probably wouldn't have happened. So like when I look at the lather here, and there's not a whole lot left, I mean, I guess that's decent. I could have done a better job. I mean, it looks good. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's definitely not as thick as I like it. So I overwatered it or under-lathered it. So it's hard to say. But yeah. That's BBS. Yeah. It's the closest shave I've had in a couple weeks. I liked that. I really did like that. So now for a post shave, I'm going to go with my usual Sterling Witch Hazel and Aloe. Then it also has vetiver, and I added some tea tree oil to it. This works really well for me. Even though it has no alcohol in it, I'm getting a tiny bit of, I don't want to call it burn, but it's, that sensation, just a tiny bit. And I'm going to go ahead with my current favorite balm, which is Redken Brews. I actually managed not to put too much on my hand that time. A little bit of pinkness down here. Doesn't feel bad though. A little bit of pinkness here. So, final thoughts. The new for 2022 Henson AL13 mild safety razor. I like it a lot. Oh, hey, so I'm busting in a couple of hours later. If you can tell, there's no irritation. You know, that balm certainly helped, but I think that, and my face feels good. I don't feel any discomfort. And yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with this razor. And if you like the idea of this razor and want to buy one, I've got a link in the description of this video that if you buy from that link, you'll get 100 free blades with your order, and I'll get $5. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. But check the link in the description. Thanks a lot. Very smooth, very easy to use. It was my first time using it, so it's a little bit of adjustment I had to make because this thing is so light. It's definitely lighter than the 34C. Oh my God, compared to a King C Gillette, this thing's like a featherweight. Yeah, that was easy to, you know, that was an easy adjustment to make. I think anybody could pick that up, really, especially if they've done any safety razor shaving before. They feel right at home with that. And if somebody that's never used a safety razor before, that's probably the easiest one that I know of right now to pick up and start using. It's a bit pricey compared to some of the others options. Like it's probably about twice the price of a Merkur 34C, maybe 2.5 to 3 times the price of a King C Gillette. But it's really nice. It's really well made. I see myself using that quite a bit. And if you can tell when you look at it and you put it together, you can tell that the tolerances are very tight. So yeah, very good razor. I'm happy with it. So yeah, anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video. Dogs. Actually just the one dog. The other one's the puppy's being calm for some reason, which is not usually the case when the 10-year-old or 11-year-old starts going off like that. But anyway, I appreciate you watching the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button, share the video with someone. Yeah, and please, yeah, think about subscribing. I really would appreciate it. It helps the channel a lot. And now I will end the way I always do. I will recite the 4 rules of shaving given to us by the lords of shaving. They are: 1 blade, no pressure, quality lather, deft hand. This is the way. Thanks. Bye-bye.